Good morning all. How are we doing? Happy Monday to all. Morning chat, morning boys in Zoom and ladies, of course. And yes, let's get to it. New week, new opportunity. And yeah, morning to all. Let me check. We are all systems go. You know the drill. Let's have a look here. YouTube looks all okay. Everything looks good. All right, so let's get into it. Weekly analysis as always. Let a few more people show up in here. And thank you all for the people showing up nice, bright and early here. Because you guys are going to benefit from the analysis. So, very, very good to see. And yeah, let's get into it. So, start off on the weekly time frame here. And what we'll do is we'll start off on the weekly as always here. So, first thing is that we're gonna, one sec, let me mute my phone, being spammed here by someone. All right, there we go. And first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna look at the weekly time frame, remove drawings as always. There we go. And weekly time frame closing with a long rejection wick. We discussed this in the webinar yesterday. And basically closing with a long rejection wick here, right? And we're rejecting this previous weekly resistance zone. That's where the rejection is coming. And if we zoom in, we can see right around this 186 level here is weekly resistance. 186,800 is also another weekly resistance. So let's make sure we have that marked up, and we should, yep. And you can see if we go and have a look at where we were rejecting, we rejected around that 186 level. Just anywhere between these zones here is where we started to reject. And yeah, we haven't closed above, so no continuation. But the good thing here is that price is basically still closing bullish. So until we close bearish, there's no, options for sell here. There's no options for sells until we close bearish on a weekly time frame I'm talking about. But lower time frame, of course, that changes session to session, and it's all dependent, right? So if we go ahead and look at the daily time frame, we can see that the daily has created resistance here. Now, what we need to see is, this is really nice to see resistance created, because this is kind of after a long push up. It's healthy to see some form of resistance and a pullback to potentially continue up further. As long as we remain above this type of zone here, at basically around 183,820, then basically we will have upside here as long as we create support. Now the thing is, support can be created wherever it wants to be created, right? We can create support at the bottom of the range here. We can create support all the way down here. It doesn't matter. We can create support wherever. As long as we create support, that's what's going to give us the confidence for what? For upside, right? Because if we create support by closing a bullish candle, then we can see price drive towards the upside and fill this clean area, and it becomes a setup number 2 essentially, right? We form a setup number 2, and we can continue towards the upside. Now moving down, let's bring back drawings. We can see how we can zoom in here. We can see this is our daily resistance here. So we can just drag that there and put this as DR, right? Moving down to the 4-hour time frame, we have created a 4-hour range. Now, as you can see, this is our previous range here, and anything closing outside of this range is going to give us options to trade back up to around 185,900, I think. And this will be pretty clean to see if we can get back outside of this range. Everyone is going to try sell below here, and it's going to be really tough until we see a strong bearish 4-hour close, preferably closing below 184,660, because that's what's going to give us the downside move and give us a clean downside move. Otherwise, we have the potential of rejecting here, like we've done 1 2 3 times, 4 5, even here we rejected once. So that's where you have to be careful selling. Buys from the bottom of the range can start to make sense, because once we go on the 1 hour, we can see clearly we've established a range here. So the bottom of the range is at 184,670. Top of the range now is currently at 185,350, and we're just sitting in this range here. Now we do have this mid type range here, which is kind of like a messy zone that we've been crabbing since market open. If we could get above 185 here, there's no reason why we couldn't see some buys towards the upside to fill the top of the range. Preferably would like to see a nice pullback down to around this 184,832, even as low as 660. Supports from this can make us trade this tradable range, because this is, although we're ranging, that can change in one candle, right? One candle can change all of this, right? One big fat candle popping out can change and we're out of the range. Or if we pull back to the bottom of the range, that would be a nice range to trade of 78 pips. So definitely very, very tradable here. And especially this range from here to here is kind of where I'd be looking at, which is still 60 pips. So as long as that, you know, remains, then it is pretty good, and I'll be happy to take buys. For sells, I'm not selling until more information. I need a 4-hour candle closing bearish. Even though previous daily is bearish, trying to get down below here is very difficult to try to take sells here. And I think this is where a lot of people is going to get messed up, trying to take too early sells. And yeah, I basically think it's going to be a mess if you try to sell price too early. Now, apart from that, pretty simple, pretty clean. That's basically the analysis. Now we just have to wait for the setup. So I'm going to draw a line here. This is not a buy line, so don't get excited. Changing the color now. I'm just going to mark that as 15, just so we have that. Then I'm going to change this back so we can use it later, hopefully. And that line should result in profits, hopefully. Let's have a look at gold. Same analysis we do on gold. So gold, oh wow, popping down here nicely. Some volume in gold. Damn, check this volume out in gold. That's nice to see. Let's start off on the weekly time frame here on gold as always. So weekly time frame closing nicely bearish here. That's a beautiful close on gold on the weekly. And let me show you guys how to do fresh analysis. So weekly time frame, we have a weekly support all the way down here. Yeah, so that's the next basically target we have, and that's our weekly support. So that's basically where we're looking at for price to potentially get to on a weekly time frame. But of course we have levels before that, and the next level we'll probably find on the daily. So if we're going on the daily setup number 3 happening at the moment, I would watch this level right here, right? This is a rejection zone. And then after that rejection zone, there's another potential rejection zone here, right? That I just want to watch. These are all watch zones. The real daily support is all the way down here. PDS stands for previous daily support. And let's go have a look at the 4-hour time frame. So yeah, that's that level. You can see how important this 4-hour wicking. We need to get below here. Once we get below here, wow, gold could be very volatile this week. Gold can be very volatile this week. So once we get below here, it's a clean shot. It's a clean shot, and we'll see some action here and could end up pushing towards the downside, bring us into all of these levels down here, and I like it. So gold looking clean for sells this week. I'm only looking to sell gold and any pullbacks to continue. And the runners from last week, you know, if I was able to get in, would be doing amazing. And this would be an amazing position to hold. But breaking these lows is what we need for the session. And there, the 1 hour is giving us perfect lows here. And yeah, that's basically the range we're in. Selling the lows here, not a good idea. You guys are going to get messed up selling the lows, especially during London. Only during New York would an option be getting below these lows. But what you have to do is wait for structure to be formed underneath of these lows here, right? So wait for price to get below this, look for pullbacks to continue down bearish. That's what you have to look for, and that will be your best option, to look for some form of continuation below here to see price get below something like that. Now I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback resistance form to sell to these lows. That's the only option I see in London. Hovering stops above here, try to hold that from London all the way down into there. And as long as the 4 hours are closing bearish, you should be fine. Just remember how strong this zone is on the 4 hour, right? You can see the rejections we've had from this zone. So there's no reason why price couldn't pick liquidity from this zone and continue up bullish. And that's where a lot of people will get messed up, is that they'll try to sell into all of this zone down here. And what they'll miss out is that this is all a big rejection zone, especially on 4 hour. And then they'll try sell into this zone. And what will end up happening is that they'll just get messed up, and you'll find a lot of rejections coming from this zone. So definitely be careful in this zone. And yeah, that's the analysis. So there we go. Beautiful analysis, and I appreciate everyone showing up. 380 of us in here today morning. Appreciate everyone showing up nice and early in the morning here. And yeah, that's the analysis, big analysis. And you know what I'm gonna ask for at the moment? If you haven't already, can you guys please do the YouTube business? I would greatly appreciate if you guys did the YouTube business. Leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed the analysis. Let's get the likes up to at least 200 likes here. Show me you're active. It's Monday. Let's get it, guys. We're here. We're ready. And I need to see that. And yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. So if you guys haven't already, leave a like. If we could get the likes up to 200 likes, would greatly appreciate it. Show me that you guys are active and show me that you like the analysis, because we went in depth there. We did nice analysis, and make sure that everyone is prepared for this week. So keep an eye on gold, and yeah, full preparation this week. And yeah, let's get it. Good morning, Harry. Excellent video you posted. I ended up watching it twice. Yeah, if you guys have not watched the most recent video, you see guys have seemed to enjoy this video from yesterday right here, the no drawdown video. How I have perfected my entries to avoid drawdown, because don't we all hate drawdown? Drawdown kind of sucks. It's boring, and if we can avoid it, it will be super useful. So seems like a lot of you guys enjoyed this video. So if you haven't already, be sure to check this video out and use the free resources available. People will sell this in their course, and it's there for you for free. So take advantage of it. And yeah, I don't see why you won't. So if you haven't seen it already, there's a link, and enjoy. Drop a like, guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Just slowly. Explanation is better. Man, you have to be quick in these markets. No slow explanation. Come on, it's Monday. It's time to get started. Slow explanation. That was a 20-minute explanation. If I spend any longer, we'll be here for 6 days. New week, new pips. Yes, sir. What's your bias for Gbpjpy range? I'm slightly higher time frame on bullish side on the higher time frame. Morning, morning. Just got here. So many to see. Amazing. Welcome. Gbpjpy, please. Yeah, we did GJ. As I said, we're in a range. Potential buys above 290. To get back to the top of the range. Or we're looking for pullback to the bottom of the range to continue up. I am high time frame bias bullish here. No line around 185.50, nothing relevant around there. I do have a line right there. My 185.500 is basically the same. It's basically the same as that. Half a pip, 5 pips. It's okay. You can put it there. It's up to you. I don't mind. I'm just considering that as a zone. I don't really want to buy into key levels and stuff like that. Oh, 185.50. Ah, that's a range. We're in the range. Why should I consider something in the range when I'm not looking to sell in the range? I'm not going to mark something unless I trade it. Right? And you can ask these questions in the Zoom chat, bro. No need to ask in YouTube chat. I see it faster. So ask in the YouTube chat. Did Friday's runner get stopped out? Yeah, Friday's runner got stopped out. Left a runner here on Friday, guys, to try get back up into the range. Clean trade on Friday. I know on stream we didn't get a trade, but there was a trade taken in the exclusive group after stream. So for all the people who are like, oh, you didn't take trades. Well, we do take trades, and I did share it in the free group so you guys can see what I did, just so you guys can reference it, because that's what we want. We want people to reference it. So here's the one that happened after stream. We did it in the exclusive. I ended up taking it here. I took it break of the high. I ended up closing half here. I closed half again because I felt like we would get a pullback and I wanted to secure money on Friday. And then I said, let me try leave a runner. And then my runner got stopped out because I really wanted to get up and out of this zone. So I was happy with that. We're still in kind of the same position. You're new here. Am I a price action trader? Yes, I am a price action trader. What's the target for today? We'll see what direction price wants to go. How do I close half of my position? you can only do it on MT5. And if you have MT5, you can do it either the long way on the terminal, or you can do it on the phone, which is pretty quick. You just go to close position, change the lot size of how much you want to close, and then press close. News today, let's have a look. Today is, let's refresh all of this. No, we're clean today, clean tomorrow. A little bit home sales, not too bad here. PMI on Wednesday. And Thursday we have... yeah, clean for GBP all week, except for Wednesday we have PMI. GBP PMI on Wednesday. Thursday's clean. Friday is pretty clean. But we have Powell speaking, which is going to be very important. And then we have the Jackson Hole. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. So a lot of economic activities going on. Gold buy or sell? I think gold is a sell, but at the moment selling, as we discussed, selling into the support is very dangerous. You need pullbacks to continue down. Don't sell the lows. Anywhere around here is a potential rejection zone. Anywhere around here is potential rejection. You can get quick rejections from here, especially in London, pre-London, to see this. Have I done my breakdown? Yeah, we did a 20-minute breakdown, full breakdown. How long have you been doing this professionally? I mean, depends. It's a main source of income, but what do you define as professionally? I mean, I would say probably coming up to 2 years consistently profitable. So, yeah. Hey, Harry, what are you waiting for here? Waiting for price to close maybe above 290 here for buys. Or pullbacks bottom of the range. Hello, I'm new here. Do you have Telegram channel? How can I get it? If you can't find the Telegram channel, then you're going to struggle to be a trader. Right? Because if you can't follow simple tasks like that, how do you expect to do a complicated task of trade the markets? Right? What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Great work. Appreciate you, man. Hello from California. Welcome. GBP buy or sell? Put a buy, put a sell. Whichever one goes in profit, you close. And then you can say you're a profitable trader. Mods do the work? Yeah, we can ban that guy. Time him out. Spamming chat. Great work from Canada. Thank you, brother. For a good trader like you, how much minimal capital would you require to trade in a decent living in Dubai, considering 4% per month ROI is achievable? For good capital living in Dubai, depends what lifestyle you want to live. For me, I want to live a comfortable lifestyle. Depends what you consider living. You know, there's a surviving. How much do you need to survive, and how much do you need to live, and what is your lifestyle to live? Maybe my lifestyle requires $10,000 a month, $20,000, or maybe your lifestyle requires $50,000 or requires only $2,000. It's a very personalized question, but I would say the capital required. I personally think you should have multiple sources of income. I think it's super important. I don't see people just doing trading as a full-time main source of income, unless you can really. I think you're just holding yourself back. There's no reason why you can't build multiple sources of income. And I think that's the best thing, right? I think that's the best thing, is to do that, because then you can live a different lifestyle and you can use the money for trading for much bigger things, right? So I would say you need at least a 50K account. Making 4%, probably even more, like because I risk 3% per trade. So 4% is, I make 4% of my account, in like 4% of my account in one trade, because I'm risking 3%. So it doesn't really, that doesn't count. But if you're making 4%, risking 1%, you probably need around 150K per account. Do I withdraw my profit every day? No, I withdraw it when I want to use it for something. If I need to pay for something, if I want to use it for something, I withdraw. Your win rate should be 27 plus 5 plus 10 equals 64%. That's no way possible in human. I don't know how you calculated that, man, but you really need to check how to calculate. There's no way it is 64%. With 27 wins and only 5 losses, you're winning only half of the time? Come on, man. Simple math. How fast? I mean, 2 days, 1 day, depends. I do it direct to my bank account, so depends on what method you use. He puts break even as a loss. Oh, damn, no. Break even is not a loss. Same, I always use 2% on funded accounts, 1 to 2 hour, A+ setups. Nice. Hope you're great, bro. Great content from South Africa. Welcome, welcome. If you have 5 losses, 10B, your trade should be 42. It's not a win, it's not a loss, so it's nothing. If you guys consider break even as a loss, you really need to do something better, because this is now ridiculous. Ever since we take one loss on stream, everyone is now focusing on the negative. I've never seen this. This is ridiculous. GJ showing ascending triangle. If you trade patterns, then yeah, you could probably call it that. But for me, it's not. It's just having higher lows here. If we can get above here, we should be able to trade this clean range, hopefully. Since when are you streaming live? You can check the channel. Do you think break-even is a pure win of a trade management? I think break-even is what it means is break-even. It's nothing. You win nothing, you lost nothing. Right? So I count it as nothing. But he is right. You had, guys, you're not calculating it correct, guys. It's not that. It's not. It's impossible. How is break-even counts as losses, guys? How does a break-even count as a loss? Break-even means you made nothing, you lost nothing. Better than the win and loss, it should be how many streamers count 10 pip as win and SL 60, 70 pips. Facts, yeah. If you're, yeah, that's facts. I mean, you should have some balance between that. That's why we keep the stream journal. Everything is documented. Right? Everything is documented right here on the stream journal for you guys to see. So if you guys want to go and make your own decision, you can make your own decision based on the stream journal. You can choose if you consider it whatever you want to consider it. I'm just going to trade the way I trade, and everything is up to you guys, right? It does not affect me because I'm just going to trade the way I trade because it works for me, and that's it, right? If you want to dictate something, and yeah, if you want to say whatever you want to say, that's up to you. But as far as I can see, here is all the results. Here's the losses compared to the wins, and that's that. Because you did trade, that means your trade counts. Let me ask you this. If your broker allows you to take 10 trades, you win 6 and lose 2, and 2 are BE, how high is your win rate? It's high because BE counts as nothing. BE means nothing. It's not that you lost, you didn't lose, you didn't give anything back. You're not winning or losing. It just counts as a total trade. You haven't done anything. People who say BE is a loss clearly don't know how to go BE. Yeah, this YouTube chat is, I don't understand how people are taking. It counts to your total of trades, but it does not account to your win rate because you're not winning and you're not losing. So how can you count it as a win rate if you're not winning or losing? You're taking the main thing to calculate win rate out of the equation. Come on, guys, this is simple math. You have a win, right? Let's look at this. Can't believe we have to go through this. This is unbelievable. Win rate, W-I-N, right? Win rate. Okay, win rate is defined by saying how many times, what's your winning percentage? The biggest part, right? The biggest part of your win percentage is how many times you win. So what defines a win? Making money. What defines a loss? Losing money. So the two parts of this equation is a win and a loss. So how can you count making nothing as part of a win or loss rate? You can't count as that. You can't count as something that's not included in an equation. It's mind-boggling, guys. Come on. Alright, at the end of the day, fine. Fine, okay, you can mark my win rate down as that. Keep it at that. And you can go say he has that win rate. I don't mind. It doesn't affect anything to me. Even if I have a lower win rate, as long as I'm profitable and making money, then I'm happy because it doesn't affect me, right? What happens with you doesn't affect me. Let's focus on the trade, man. Yeah, I know, man, but I need to fix these guys. It pisses me off. It's like, damn. How can't you understand? Never argue with stupid people. Well, it's not an argument if I'm trying to explain something. I'm moving on from that topic because at the end of the day, we're getting nowhere with that topic. And you guys can decide what you want to calculate, how I trade. And at the end of the day, it doesn't affect me because how does that affect my trading if I'm just going to do what I always do? I'm not going to change anything to make stats better. I don't care about the stats. I care about where is my profit at the end of the month. That's all I care about. If I'm making money, everything else is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the stats. I don't care about what people think. I don't care about anything. And that's how it should be. Focus on you. You're trading for you. You're not trading for anyone else. Who are you doing this for? You're either doing this for you to improve you and your family's lifestyle, or you're doing this to become a better person. So that should be the focus. That should be the focus. Ignore these cappers. They're trading demo accounts. Yeah, I know. Approach it by asking what is the loss rate. Oh, I don't want to get into that, man. But you're right, but I don't want to get into that. Exactly. You're in profit or not. Yeah, that's fact. If I'm making profit, I don't care what rate, I don't care what number. As long as I'm making profit, who gives a crap? I'm focusing on my own trading, and I've said this. All other streamers try to stream to impress people. I started streaming to show what I do, and people can take the information and do what they want to do with it. They don't like it, they're obviously not going to watch the stream. They like it, they're going to watch the stream. I document everything on stream for transparency reasons. That's why. I want to be transparent with my trading and show, so when people come in here and start to hate on everything, we have transparency here, which is key in this game, and I understand people wanting to see transparency. Hello, do you do a setup 2 in mixed? If it gets into your buying zone, then yes. Because in mixed, you'll have a buying and a zone where you can potentially sell. So if it gets into that, then you can take buys. Hayes, brother Hayes, I think you're overcomplicating this so much. You're concentrating on the win rate when you should be focusing on the trades. Having 27 wins and 5 losses, do the math. 27 minus 5, you're up 22 wins, right? So 22 wins is enough to make money, and that's what's important. And you don't change anything unless it's broken, right? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Focus on that, right? Focus on that and stop trying to nitpick on stuff that is not going to get you better, right? How has this conversation improved your trading, right? And this is what's the problem with YouTube, is everyone is focused on what others are doing, but they don't use YouTube and they don't use the people to say, okay, this is what this trader is doing. How can I use this information to benefit myself? This is how you guys are going to improve. So unless you take that approach, you're going to be stuck in this endless circle, and people are just going to be again and again and non-profitable, and they end up being messed up. Hey Harry, I wanted to join the exclusive group, but I haven't gotten any follow-up on the alternative payment. Yeah, that will start this week. Don't worry about that. Is LaunchPass not available in your country? I'll check with the team why they haven't got back to you. But if you want, just DM me. Just DM me on Discord, and I'll sort you out very quickly. So just DM me, and I'll sort you out really quickly. Yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the banter on the stream, 500 people in here, 200 likes, you guys are sleeping. No one's enjoying the banter here. We need to get the banter here, and we need to get active. So if you haven't already, leave a like for the banter. You know, we need something exciting on stream, right? We need something exciting, so leave a like. Let's get up to 250. Yes, sir. Can you explain your Discord? What is in there? Yeah, there's only 4 spots remaining for the exclusive Discord. Then it will be closed for the rest of the month. But essentially what it is all the information's on the website. I recommend you read it. But what we have is we have Zoom calls that go on during the trading session. After the trading session ends in London, these Zoom calls end. The stream ends, and the Zoom continues. And on the Zoom, we discuss how the session went. And like last week, for example, we were discussing potential extra trades. So this trade that I took was discussed in the group. So if you went to the group, you could actually see the trade here. And I give a full breakdown of how the trade was taken here. You can see with all the details, much different than how it would be. Basically, constant feedback. We have weekly webinars, which this week's webinar was super good webinar, because I got feedback from it. And people were saying, I was out, missed the webinar, just watched the recording this weekend. In my opinion, the only 2 videos you would ever need. So we put effort into the webinars. Webinars are all put in here, and also exclusive content is all put in here. So it's just full of features. I just recommend you go and watch the video on the website, and you'll see what it's part of. But yeah, it's really, 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 really just something I've worked hard on, and yeah, full of information. That's what's in there. Country of origin, originally British, man. GJ to the sky. Hopefully we see some movement here. Also in the group, we keep a track record of how the group trades. So no one has done this before, and all the members in the group who know how to trade and follow the setups that basically the same setups as me that we use, they put their trades in here that they actually take. So the group has an 87% win rate. They're competing against me. Who knows if they're capping or not? But this is a really good resource to see what trades they're taking in New York. Amazing banger. He got a 28 pip. Nice trade here. And they put what they trade. And you can see they're trading all different types of stuff. Like I focus on GJ, but they're applying the same strategy on USD/JPY, German 40, you know, a gold, and all of this stuff. So put the setups here, what time they took it, who took it, and at the end of the week I can go and review, and we can see the group win rate. Because who cares about... Actually, I shouldn't talk about win rate because we're going to open the same conversation again. So we'll leave that there. But at the end of the day, it's just to see how people are doing, because that's what matters, right? How are they using the application of the information to get better? I can't join. Will it be available again in the future? Yeah, we'll open up more spots in the future. As I said, I like to keep spots. Rockhound Black. Is that a north sign in your profile picture? Is that north? Looks like north. What do you prefer, GJ over, say, EU for your style of trading? I prefer GJ because it's what I've concentrated on for a while. Tradesharpe, first time in the stream where you can't figure it out. I'm not sure what that question means, man. Harry, really respect your understanding of price action. I'm noticing 1 hour rejection, gold 5 minute. Yeah, we can watch gold and we'll just put an alert here. That's all I'm interested with on GJ. So let's watch gold. Five-minute double top might form sells just happened now. The selling into this zone here is a very dangerous thing where many people are gonna try sell. This previous zone might even be an issue here. What I would like to see for gold to take more sells is to see a beautiful pullback here and look to take sells, and that will give you the drop. Selling in New York here is a no-go. This is where you're gonna get all of these liquidity rejections here, and you're basically going to be messed up. So if you're going to sell in New York below here, you see price push down, pull back up, and then sell to these lows would be very, very important to see that. Or what it's going to do is it's going to do what we've been seeing all week, is we'll just get a pullback to continue down in New York, which would be really nice to see leading into London Open right now, right? If you look at the time, if we lead into London Open and look at that, starts giving us this rejection and we start pulling back, and then it ranges here, and then New York breaks down. That's a juicy setup. That's nice and clean towards the downside. I'll be back in a second, guys. Just gonna go to the toilet. At the top, it respected 2-hour resistance, 1-hour resistance. Yeah, it did. That was a good sell from the top of the range, but I was not... this was an okay sell. I wish it closed below here, would have been easier. But this kind of like change of structure, yeah, it made sense. That was a fast? Yeah, I have a toilet right next to me, man. Alright guys, I'm gonna do something special now. Send me your pairs that you want me to look at and I'm gonna give you guys analysis. Who does that? What streamer has the energy and takes the time for me to look at your pairs? Let's have a look. I'll do around 10 pairs max. So you're welcome. Alright, we'll start with Euro USD. Let's have a look at Euro USD here. Alright, so Euro USD. Yo, it's a lot of pairs. Let's start on the weekly time frame. So weekly close bearish here, closing below there. Daily time frame, still at this support zone. 4-hour time frame, rejecting towards the upside. Yeah, it's a little bit messy at the moment. Sells into this zone here is very, very dangerous. We're still rejecting this daily support zone. So I think on Euro USD, it's kind of like GJ, to be honest, on the moment. Counter trend buys would make sense above 1.0829, and selling, you could try sell in the range here below this daily flip to get to the bottom of the range, but that's pretty much it. Otherwise, you need a breakout of the range. USD we'll also have a look at. Similar again, markets are ranging all around. So we're seeing the weekly time frame here close bullish at support. So again, if you can start breaking this weekly high, there's no reason why USD can't take another leg up. But when we go to the daily, we see we're stuck in the same range. So daily is in a range, 4 hours also in this range here, and the markets are going sideways here. So we're seeing this popular trend here of the markets going sideways. So buys from the bottom of the range and selling from the top of the range can be hard because we're more bullish on GU based on that weekly close, right? So I rather look for buys, but I think counter trend sells can be options, but you have to be patient for that. Apart from that, next one we can have a look at here is I saw AJ. So let's have a look at AJ. I don't even have AJ on my chart, man. Anything on my chart I'm gonna look at, so we can go through this. Someone wants to have a look at USD/JPY. So let's have a look at USD/JPY. Do we have the same trend? Again, USD/JPY looking less rangy than many markets here. USD/JPY needs, again, like GJ, if it can form support here, we could see the continuation happen in UJ. 4-hour time frame would look great. Anything closing above 145.640. 1-hour time frame is ranging as well at the moment, but this is much more bullish postured than most pairs. And I think buys on UJ would be very nice with a closure, simple closure above 145.500. You know, around 460. A close above 460 should give you the continuation towards the upside with volume granted. What do we also want to have a look at here? Euro JPY. Let's have a look at Euro JPY. See the trend here. So Euro JPY daily time frame here. Have a look at what daily time frame. Same type of thing. Closing at support is what we would need to see. And 4-hour time frame is also closing at support. So the session is bullish. And buys kind of start to make sense above these highs here. Selling, not a good option. Pullbacks, look for supports to form to catch buys. Apart from that, AU, people want to have a look at AU. So let's have a look at AU, right? So AU, let's see what AU is doing right here. Weekly time frame on AU has ended up closing bearish here, leaving a long rejection wick to the downside. With this momentum, I wouldn't be surprised to see a wick fill actually happen here. Daily time frame potential setup 3 if we break the lows. 4-hour time frame at the moment is consolidating. So I think we need to see a nice strong 4-hour close below 0.63793 to see a nice continuation towards the downside. For the session, we are ranging, and I think it could make some sense to take some sells below these wicks here. Yeah, potential sells below 63950. Watch the zone here at 63910, and then try get to the bottom of the range and continue. AD USD ranging sideways. And Nas, let's have a look at Nasdaq then. We'll look at US 30 as well. Best deals, bye bye. Spamming too much. Silver, okay, let's have a quick look at silver. Silver should look similar to gold. Yeah, similar to gold here. But we do have weekly candle closing bullish here. That's interesting to see from this very strong support here. No, that's the daily, sorry. Weekly, yeah, weekly close bullish still from this strong support. I wouldn't be surprised to see a bounce out of here. If you get a 4-hour candle closing above 22,923, I wouldn't be surprised to see silver give a small bounce out of this zone. Otherwise, we're ranging at the moment, and we're going to play within this range until that happens. And yeah, let's look at Nasdaq. Something people wanted to see. So Nas, weekly time frame, still going to continue this pullback, I feel. So we've been having this finally after a while. We're having a deep weekly pullback, pulling towards the structure here where we can see a potential bounce into this week. And that's going to be warranted if we can get a daily closure above, you know, basically above 14,700. That would basically give the continuation to see a retracement during the week here. A 4-hour time frame is trying at the moment to create support. If this 4-hour time frame closes bearish below basically 14,670, I think New York can retest the lows one more time before trying one more bounce, and this will just continue going down. So possibly it would be a nice sell towards the bottom of the range, and that's where you'll see the continuation down, and that will be that. So pretty simple on Nas, basically trending. And yeah, that's that. Woo! You're welcome, guys. Come on, who does that? Who does that? Who goes through every pair that people request on stream? Better leave a like for that. 500 of us in here. Only 240 likes. Come on, let's get it to 300, guys. No one does that. I'm doing it for you. Man, can you do AED USD? There's no AED USD. It's just going sideways. It's pegged. Look. There's nothing even if you search it. Look. It's pegged. Sideways. Told you. Trade plan. I want to try buy GJ above 290. It's pegged. We don't have an exchange. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Marco. No need to donate, but I appreciate that. All these pairs we can look together and zoom. Unless I rather you guys in Zoom send me a chart so I can see what you're doing, because I want you guys to learn, not be spoon-fed. This is why you're in Zoom. Can you look at Gbpjpy? You always overlook this pair. Can someone please justify his comment? I think that's the most insulting comment I've had all week. To say that I overlook Gbpjpy. My main pair that I look at every single day. saying I'm overlooked at it. I think that's the biggest insult. Let's have a look what we got here. Buys above there on GJ, sells below. Yeah, if you want to stick out of the range, this is a good easy plan, right? Just stay out of the range and take the safe buys and the safe sells. Makes sense to me. But we can trade this range, and you'll see during the week how we can trade the range because it's big enough to trade. But this is a very basic, clean plan. I like it. But you'll miss opportunities, so I'll show you. Will you trade after stream? When I trade after stream, I trade in the exclusive group. So we discuss positions and stuff like this. So that's where, if it is after stream, then yes, it will be in the group. What is your strategy in 3 words? 3 words in my strategy. Let's have a look if I can define it in 3 words. Simple, pure trading. That's it. Simple, pure trading. Yep. A slow Monday? Yeah, it's a little bit crab market. Yeah, same plan as me. Buy above this resistance. That's the plan we've been waiting for here. It's where the alert is. Would you suggest indicators to trade? If yes, which indicator do you suggest to use? Yeah, it's just one indicator. It's a very powerful indicator. It's called EYES. Very strong. SPT, simple pure trading. Yeah. I've just found the stream. I've hit the like. Amazing. If you guys are just joining the stream, then welcome to the stream. Hope that you can benefit from the stream. Hope that you can benefit from all of the information. And be sure to leave a subscribe, because if you want to join future streams, you better be subscribed. Otherwise, you won't know. You won't know how to find it. So definitely consider subscribing. And yeah. And if you enjoy the stream, yeah, leave a like. Always shows me. I hate to ask. It's the YouTube business. It sucks to ask. And yeah, of course it sucks to ask, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. Do you trade the whole London session or pre-session only? We find that pre-session has actually been the best these last 3 months. After London Open, we haven't had too many moves, but when there is, then we'll take them anyways. I made 536 on Euro USD using my method. Amazing. Well done. What's the purple line you have? Key levels. What is my RR? Usually around 1 to 1, 1 to 2. What levels would I target? I'm bearish on gold, so I think gold should continue down. But this is that zone I was talking about, right? You can see everyone tries to continue these sells, and now they get mashed up. You get in big trouble. Waiting for closure. Yep. USD JPY. Yep. That's good. Do you count spread in your stop loss? Yeah, I do count spread in my stop loss. Can you explain the key levels? They're just like psychological levels that we see reaction from it from time to time, and we can use that as watch levels or targets, especially when price has been at levels it hasn't been since 2015. We need to have targets and levels that we watch for, right? Phil, make sure to message me about your alternative payment thing. I'll sort it out myself and I'll see what happened. It was the weekend, you know, so that's why probably no one will go back to you. But yeah, message me personally on Discord, please. And I'll sort you out right after stream and we'll get it done quickly. Do you use leverage? It's impossible to trade the Forex markets without leverage. Unless you have billions of dollars. Because you'll make no money, right? This thing moves in pips, man. It moves in pips, not even percentage. How to find the volume? You just take a trade during times of volume. So the setups that I take are designed to bring volume. So the reason we take a setup is that tells us when volume makes sense. Dumb question? What's a dumb question? There's no dumb questions. It's okay, man. I mean, you know, it's some way you have to learn, right? Wish I learned price action before I learned all the other shit I got off YouTube? Yeah. It's king. It's the purest way, because why would we not learn what we have in front of us? The only thing that markets have is some form of candles, some form of trend, and some form of support and resistance. So everything we do should be initially based off that. I'm not going to read questions if you spam. If you spam the question 3 times, I'm not going to read it. That's just disrespectful. Have respect. I put a lot of effort to make sure that everyone's questions is read. I went and analyzed a lot of pairs for you guys. So don't disrespect and spam. It's rude. How big is this 1 minute range here? 11 pips? I wonder. Works the strategy also for oil and gas? That's the beauty about price action, is it works everywhere. Because there's no other way. You're trading the purest form. It's not some special concept, not some magical thing. It's trading pure price action. It's trading the movements of the market. It will work on Bitcoin. It will work on oil. It will work on anything. And that's why you want to do this, because it's future proof. You always want to make a future proof strategy. How do you know that this some strategy you're learning from some furu on the internet is gonna work? Do I have Signal Group? No, I don't have Signal Group. No hybrid in my trading. Nope. Bookmap, I've never used a bookmap. You don't need to use indicators to find volume. You just need to make sure you're trading in a time of volume and wait for the setups. The setups that I have are designed, right? The setup that I have is designed to bring volume. Hi Harry, is the Zoom open for the private group now? Yeah, it's been open for over an hour, man. Where have you been? Time to get to work, man. Go to live room. It's in the live room. What's happening here? How can I get your Google Sheet template? That is available, guys, in the Discord. So be sure you guys are joining the free Discord. I don't know why you won't join the free Discord. So many good resources in here. And all you go is to resources and you'll find the stream journal with all of the information and the trades we take and all of that stuff. And the group journal, oh, it went down to 81. Haha. Look what happened. What happened? Let's see. This was a sell. A buy. On the 5-minute. This is not part of the plan. We'll discuss this after stream. I'd like to understand what happened here. Right? And this is the benefit. I get to see what these guys are doing. Patience, family. Big moves never happen on one days. It was a sell. I showed it. Oh, okay. That was the one on Friday. You just put it in now. No problem. Thank you. Unlucky, man. Yeah, bit of a crab market this, but when we went and we analyzed every single pair, did you notice something? It's not only GJ. We're seeing a lot of pairs do the same thing. Lot of pairs doing the same thing. I'll fix the link, thanks. How did you come up with these strategies and knowing what to look for exactly? Is it from pure observation? Yeah, it's logic. If you trade range to range, what do we need to see to get to the next range? Close above. What percentage do you secure at your first TP? Normally 100. I'm someone who likes to close my full trade. Today I might have to end stream a little bit earlier as I have to be somewhere. But hopefully we can get a trade before I can end stream. But by the looks of it, it's just been doing nothing, and this is outside of your control, right? When anything is outside of your control, don't try force something. Right? Don't try force something. Do you still put rice on the fire? I'll be back. I do it before stream, but now I don't get rice for lunch, unfortunately. I've changed my diet a little bit. But yes, I do put rice. Do you think there's correlation between pairs? Yeah, there is. Should you use it? No, because if you can analyze one pair, you can analyze the other. UJ trying to push? Yeah, we'll see if it gets that close above, right? You need the close above. 2 minutes. It's been a while on your streams, but back now. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're back. Might be a dumb question, but will the Forex markets be, will stop, I can't even speak. Will we not be able to trade the Forex markets? Yes, at some point, we will see a generational shift and we will have to trade something else. It's just how the world works at some point. When that happens, we can't say. So, this is why we need to take full advantage. You guys are wasting your time. This is a huge opportunity. The minute this opportunity gets taken away from you, all of you guys would have realized that, it was a waste of time. And all the people who are selling you on these courses and this, they're all going to suffer. There's going to be a big cleanup in the industry, right? There's going to be a big cleanup in the industry at some point. And all of these guys who are, ruining all of the industry, they're going to be cleaned up. So at some point, currencies are going to turn into digital currencies and the trade will be different and we'll basically start trading digital currencies and that's it. It will be a shift. It will not be stop trading. It will be a shift of trading. And that's why it's good to learn, right? That's why it's good to learn price action because you can trade anything. You can trade gold, you can trade everything. ICT keeps on saying something bad. Yeah, that's just fear to make people do something right now. You can't say when it's going to happen. But the thing is already, I'm prepared for when it happens because I know at the end of the day, trade is one of the oldest forms of business. People used to trade gold, people used to trade sand, people used to trade whatever. Fruits and vegetables, there'll always be a form of the markets. The world cannot run without markets. And at some point, you will have access, and if that access requires me opening some sort of fund or hedge fund, then I can, so you just have to be prepared. So end of the day, it's not a big deal, right? We can trade crypto. There's so many things. Do you do one trade per day? Yeah, mainly I have one trade per day. What about stocks? Yeah, we can trade stocks. There'll always be the stock market. How can you just collapse the stock market, with all of these companies? It's impossible. There'll always be some form of trading going on. It's how the world works. It's the flow of money. Do you trade in the middle of the session? I prefer, based on what I've been seeing for the last 3 months, volume has been coming just before. So I'm taking trades mostly before London Open. And last week we did take a couple of trades just after as well. Session bias video was amazing, easy to understand, and makes perfect sense to me. Amazing. I'm glad to hear that feedback. Some people struggle, but I'm glad that helped you. Oh, will we get some volume and the close above here? Will something actually happen in the next 15 minutes? Only problem is next 15 minutes London Open, and I have to end the stream early. So maybe what will happen, guys, is we take the trade, and then if I have to pop off, then I'll tell you my plan, and then we'll all win off stream. So it's not an issue at the end of the day. Gold futures is future contracts. It's a different form of trading. You trade before London Open. Why not during? Because before London Open, there's more volume. I trade, look, London Open, we have not been... London Open, if you waited for London Open, you would have missed the move a lot of the time. And I don't want to miss the move. Michael Burry shorted Nasdaq and S&P last week. Yeah, by the time that hits the news, it's too late. That's why I said we expect a bounce this week. Watch. Makes sense to take on 5 minute? No, you need better confirmation. How to take trade using multiple time frame? You do top-down analysis. UJ closed no top wick? Terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, that sucks. Nice to see the plan playing out though. Even on broker, no top wick. Buys at 290, close above. Yeah, close above 290. Why do no top wick suck in a scenario where it's bullish? Starts to alter with probabilities of price going up. You notice it's what happens when price has no top wick. For some reason, the next candle is like a 50-50, right? And it's just based on backtesting data, right? Based on backtesting data, you just notice price with no top wick seems to have 50-50. The next one reverses or the next one continues. Where do I send the signal if not on stream? I don't sell signals. I discuss the position in chat. So I do it with either with the guys on Zoom, or we do it in the chat here in the exclusive group. It will always be in the exclusive group. I'll send it in the London session here. We'll be discussing the position. None of these guys are being spoon-fed. We all take trades as a team. If you want to be spoon-fed, go somewhere else. Can I explain what I mean no top wick? The candle has no wick. Give me a sec, I'll be back. Why am I looking for buys when daily is bearish? Because of where we are in the market. Right? 4 hours created support. Does it look like we're trying to break down? Look how many times when we broke down, we were rejected. It doesn't make sense for me to sell into rejections. I tell the story, and the story the market has told me is it's not willing to go down at the moment. Or it's struggling to go down. Bro, you're so legit. Thank you for your content. I appreciate the support, man. How many mentors did I ever learn from? I didn't have direct mentors. I watched videos like you guys. Took pieces of information, put it together, and made something. No one directly sat down with me one-on-one. Just want to see the discussion. Yeah, this is how it would be given. The trade on Friday, it was done on Zoom. So we were discussing on Zoom. But let's have a look in New York. In New York, there's the trading voice chat that gets very full. Boys go crazy in the New York voice chat. But it would look like this, right? Let me show you. So basically, we would send a plan here. So let's see the plan. So here's the plan, expecting for gold. And then once the plan is sent, yeah, we talk about here, did not close below the line. This was feedback. Then takes the trade on gold. This is on 5 minute as per his plan. So it's like we go back and forth basically, you know, sending charts. I post that stuff on Instagram. When we plan something, I post it on Instagram. So definitely follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. At Tradesharpe. Be sure to drop a follow. And I'm posting really good trade recaps. All the trades we take, I post recaps. And yeah, be sure to check that out. Get me to 3K followers. Let's go, guys. At Tradesharpe, be sure to follow. I put a lot of content on there that will help you. Is there a way to get unlimited money by algo? No. That's stupid. You have to stick to one strategy. At the end of the day, this is a very difficult skill. It's not that easy. My wife wants to know my birth date. Why is she into all of that type of stuff? Into the type of person you are depending on what month you're born and what day. I'm born in June, so that should help her. I like what Antonio posting in chat. Gold at the moment, now it's just trying to range. It came down, tapped this target here. I mean, there could be counter trend buys, because since remember the plan that I said I have on gold, I wouldn't mind to see London pop up here to give New York to give us sells, right? That's what I would like to see. So if we're going to see that, I don't mind here if price closes above here, there is a possibility to take buys back up to this zone here, counter trend. But I rather take the sells in New York because that's the best time to trade gold is in New York. People in London, if you lose volume here, what's going to happen is you have to hold big stops and it's going to be super boring. You're going to do this and then you get to here, then it fails and then it tries again. And by New York, you'll just get that. Easy move, you know? Here we go, GJ. doing nothing. Crabbing very hard today. Very hard crab. It's boring when it does this, but it's all good. UJ, please. UJ had no top wick, and now what is it doing with no top wick? Still pushing? Yeah, you see, this is the problem with no top wick. Probabilities, you know. There's several accounts. The real account on Instagram is called Tradesharpe. That's it. Just Tradesharpe by itself. No one else can copy the name. So just make sure it's Tradesharpe. But yeah, this should be the correct one. Soon to be 3K followers, hopefully. If people would benefit from the content. Do you normally end live when pre-London is over? Or do you trade London session as well? If trading is still relevant, I trade London session as well. Just depends, man. Like, look at all the trades we've taken. We don't need to stream past London because they've been... All the volume that's come has come pre-London. Like, here, this day we stream past London session. This day we stream past London session. This day we stream past... So it's only if it's needed. Otherwise, this day we stream heavily past London session. So it's all dependent if it's needed or not. But yeah, at the end of the day, some days I might be, you know, of course, busy. So I have to cut the stream a little bit short. But, you know, that's how it is. And sometimes I just cut the stream if it's boring. What's the point of just sitting here doing nothing? We're here to do a job. And I also want to help people in the exclusive group. So I allocate some time to there and everyone's happy at the end of the day. What strategy do you use? I trade price action based style of trading. So breakout of the zone, no top wick is not valid. It just reduces probabilities of price continuing towards the upside. It becomes 50-50. London Open here, 1 hour ended up closing bearish. At support, we have 500 level to worry about. Not looking good, guys. Not looking good. I think what I would like to see, is price just melt towards the upside here. Not upside, melt towards the downside. And we get support here that we can take buys towards the upside. This would be perfect. I'll be looking for price to come down to take buys towards the upside. This is my plan. Or buys above 290. Very simple plan. So let's see what happens in the next 5 minutes. Why is trading not a job? Trading is 100% a job. It's not a job, it's a business actually. It's a business. It's not a job, it's a business. Trading is a whole different game. But your goal in trading, right? Your goal in trading is to work a part-time job to earn a full-time income. Right? So you want to work part-time to earn a full-time income. You don't want to sit at the charts for 12 hours. It's a waste of time. It's boring. Look, it's boring. We're watching paint dry at the moment. If I was not at the charts, I would set alerts and go do something. This is how you should be trading. What if you're at work like you? Then you trade at work. That's the best thing, is you can do it from wherever you can. Daily bias, I see it mixed, but I'm more leaning to buys. What's your Discord? In the description. Check it out. Better join it. Free Discord, most valuable place. Well, it has a lot of value, and it's not spammy. Like, people in there are respectful and they put quality. Awesome. God bless you, brother. Thank you, man. Can you look at gold? You guys love gold way too much. I told you, counter trend option if it closes above. You need a close. You need a close above here. I mean, breaking this 30-minute high, yeah, you can go early if you want to break this 30-minute high, but stop loss has to be below the range here for 23 pips, and your target is 19 pips. So you make the decision here. 1 hour would have closed bullish here. Yeah, it's not bad setup. I would prefer personally I can't speak in London to see this candle close bullish, but I think if you're gonna get London volume, it's gonna come now, and breaking this 30-minute high could be an option. But as I said, I am more interested to sell gold, so I wouldn't mind see gold come up back to around 1893, and I can sell gold in New York, because gold in London has not been moving great, so you have to take that into consideration. I'll never put myself in a position where I could end up losing, but that's the plan. Like, if you guys want to trade gold, that's how you trade it now. So you'd be in, and I'd probably move to break even somewhere around 1890 here. So yeah, we can watch gold because it's interesting. It's doing something. This is the problem with gold, is it pulls back like this in London. This is why I personally don't trade it in London at the moment. But in the beginning of the year, right? At the beginning of the year, we saw some decent moves during London with gold. But I'm not going to put myself in a bad position at the end of the year. And this is why, because I've seen cycles of gold. People don't understand gold moves a lot different, right? Gold is a commodity. So it's not a currency pair. It moves different. It has cycles. And the best volume in gold is in New York. So trading it in London, like we saw last week, all the guys who traded in the London, the setups look great. It just came back to break even or put you in drawdown. You know? So it's just inconsistent. And I don't want to put myself in an inconsistent position. Sells on GJ? Not for a while, man. Probably not today. Look at that. Everyone trying to sell GJ, smacked. The smackening. I'd put a buy on gold if this was NY. Yeah, hell yeah, man, of course. That'd be so clean. Yeah, London we can't trust at the moment. That's why I don't want to trust it too. I thought you were gonna not enter because no top wick. Remember, that's not in the plan to enter if there's no top wick. Oh, you didn't? Alright, good, good. Well done. You see? Saved you. Sir, can you do live for NY session? I do live every single Tuesday, but that's only for the exclusive group. It's just how I run it. YouTube, I think I give enough value there. I want to be profitable. Peach, teach me. You have to teach yourself to become profitable. I can only guide. You have to apply. Can help with the application, but it's at the end of the day, it's your journey and you'll have to push through it. Alright guys, nothing much happening on the chart here. Really boring day on GJ. We just went sideways. Price went down. Now it's gone back up. And yeah, there's nothing much happening. I'm waiting for buys above maybe 290. I'm going to declare it a crab market today. It's a crab market and that is outside of our control. So we can't do anything about it, right? So it's a crab market. The best thing to do is not to lose money trying to trade this. And this is where a lot of people go wrong, is that they try to trade this and they lose money. So crab market, crabs in the chat. Nothing much happening. If we do get above 290, there might be some option for some buys here. If not, this is going to do what it just did. Everyone's going to get excited. They see this candle start moving up and the next one's going to come down. And move up and then come down. And it's going to do nothing. So don't get too excited by these. And yeah, hopefully we get some volume this week and see some action here. It was terribly boring, but with that being said, nothing we can do. This is outside of my control. Appreciate everyone showing up. Hopefully you guys will show up tomorrow and we can catch some pips, which is what I'm looking forward to. And yeah, remember, above 290 is still an option. If after stream it gets above 290, keep your eye out on that. I want to see that. And that will be the plan. So I appreciate everyone showing up. Much love. Take care. Trade sharp and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.